All right, guys, let's get some MLB plays and props for Thursday, May 23rd, slated games. Trey, let's take a look at that leaderboard. Have you start us off?
Yeah, I went 1-0 on the game picks. That's because I gave out the Rockies plus a half on the first 5 inning run line going up against the A's. The Rockies won the first half by a score of 2-1. It was quite beautiful.
And I have the Pittsburgh Pirates on the first five going up against the Giants. I was sweating it out because the Pirates had 8 base runners in the first 3 innings, and they didn't have a run. Then they put up 5 on Blake Snell in the 4th inning. So shout out to the Pirates for getting it done in the first 5. They actually went on to lose the game. So good thing we had the first 5 there. Trey, let's go to the player props. Have you start us off?
Yeah, I had a 1-1 day on the player props. I gave out Cody Bellinger over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs going up against the Braves. That was my loser. Bellinger, he went 0 for 4 in this game. Cubs could really not get anything going. Also gave out Cole Reagans over 6.5 strikeouts versus the Tigers. Reagans, he struck out 12 batters in a day game. He was just absolutely lights out.
Yeah, and I think I'm 1-1 now. I don't know if they're going to bring Austin Gomber out again. Maybe they will. He's gone 7 innings against the Athletics, only giving up 1 run. We've got the under 2.5 there, so looking like a 1-1 day. With that being the winner, Joe Adell went early over 1.5 bases. He did not record a hit in the game, so a 1-1 day for myself. Trey, let's go to the plays for tomorrow. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I'm going to be talking about this San Diego Padres going up against the Cincinnati Reds game. And I think this one's going to be a pretty fun one to watch. That's because we're getting treated to a pretty bad pitching matchup full of doo-doo pitchers. The Padres, they're throwing out Matt Waldron here. And Waldron, he has a 2-5 record with a flat 5 ERA, paired with a 1.42 whip. And Waldron, he's ranked in the bottom half of the league when it comes to expected ERA and expected batting average in the Reds. They're throwing out Frankie Montas here, and Montas, he has a 2-3 record with a 4.37 ERA, paired with a 1.37 whip. And Montas, he's ranked in the bottom third of the league when it comes to expected ERA and expected batting average. So both these pitchers are very, very bad, and both these offenses are very, very good. Give me the over 9.5 total runs in this game. I believe we're going to see double-digit runs here in this one. That's because of the pitchers and because of the bullpen. These two teams have a combined bullpen team ERA of 7.82. So we should see 5 to 6 runs by the starting pitchers and then 4 to 5 runs from the bullpen, especially since both teams have elite offenses that average a combined 8.59 runs per game. I expect them to push that to double digits, though, in this one. Give me the over 9.5 total runs in the Padres versus Reds game.
Yeah, Trey, I'd like to play there for you. For my play today, I'm going to stick in the series with the Pirates and the Giants. We've got Paul Skenes on the mound for the Pirates. I'm going to take them here on the money line as they play. If you haven't been able to watch Paul Skenes yet this year, I highly recommend you tune into this game, although it's going to be at 11:35 a.m. A lot of people are going to be at work, but try to catch it on your lunch break. He has been flawless in the first 2 games. He gave up 3 earned runs in his first outing, but it really wasn't his fault. The Pirates didn't let him finish off the inning with 2 outs, and the bullpen came in. They gave up 9 consecutive walks or hits in a row before retiring the next batter. Both of his games have been against the Cubs, and in his last game against the Cubs, he struck out the first 7 batters. So this is a very young talent, a very electric talent. He's fun to watch. I'm going to break him down for my player prop. But the Giants are going to be throwing out Mason Black, who's one of their top prospects in the farm system. We have seen him in 3 games so far, and in those 3 games, it has not been smooth sailing, giving up 10 runs on 18 hits in just 11 innings. The numbers for this game is not out yet. I think we're probably going to get the Pirates at the money line at minus 130 or less. Do we have a number, Trey?
It's at minus 158.
Okay, so we're going to take the Pirates here, minus 1.5 on the run line. It's too juiced, obviously. So give me the Pirates minus 1.5 on the run line. They put up 5 runs early on the Giants yesterday. They cashed that win for us, and then they lost. So I'm actually pretty confident the Pirates will win this game in the second game against the Giants. We just need this team to get the runners in. They're getting a lot of people on base. We just need them to bat these guys across the plate. They should have a lot of activity on the base in this game with Mason Black on the mound. So I'm going to take the Pirates here with Paul Skenes, minus 1.5 as the play. Trey, let's go to the props. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I'm going to go with Corey Seager here, and I'm going to take him to go over 1.5 total bases going up against the Phillies. I love this over for Seager in this game because we're going to see him go nuclear in this one, even though it's going up against the big bad Phillies who are throwing out Zach Wheeler. But I actually kind of love that we're getting Wheeler here because there's usually no reason why we could get Corey Seager over 1.5 total bases offered on PrizePicks, while Seager is on a heater as well. Because over his last 5 games, Seager has a .333 batting average with 2 dingers over that span. And Seager, he actually loves going up against Wheeler. They have 14 career at-bats against each other. And Seager, he has a .357 career batting average against them. So he can get on base and do some damage going up against Wheeler. And I do expect that to continue in this game. So Look for Corey Seager to come this game confident and continue that hot bat. Give me Corey Seager to go over 1.5 total bases against the Phillies.
Yeah, Trey, I'd like to play there for you. For my play today, I'm going to be taking Riley Greene of the Tigers to go over 1.5 bases against the Blue Jays. I'm going to be attacking Kevin Gausman in this game, and while that's a big-name player, he has not been very successful this season. I'm keying on 2 pitches, and whenever you look at his arsenal that he has, he's got 4 pitches in the arsenal, but he uses 2 of those 4 84.2% of the time. The 2 that he uses the most, four-seam fastball. He throws it 47.2% of the time, and then the split finger, he throws it 37% of the time. His four-seam fastball is one of the worst in major leagues. Teams are hitting 376 against it, and his split finger has actually been pretty good. Teams are only hitting 216 against it. The Tigers this season, they have actually been pretty decent at putting up runs, and Riley Greene has been a big part of that. The leadoff man most of the time for this team. He is hitting the fastball the best of anybody on the team with a batting average of 313, and he sees that fastball 29.2% of the time whenever he's in the batter's box. I believe Kevin Gausman, who throws his fastball nearly 50% of the time, will give Riley Greene a lot of fastball for him to hit, and he's going to smash one of those fastballs. The split finger, the other pitch that Kevin Gausman throws, Riley Greene's only seen that pitch a couple times this year, but he's hit it at a 429 clip. So both of his pitches that Kevin Gausman throws 84.2% of the time, Riley Greene's hitting him 313 and 429. He should have a lot of success in this game. I'm going to take him over 1.5 bases as the play. Trey, let's go with the pitching props. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I'm going to go with Frankie Montas to go under 4.5 strikeouts going up against the Padres. I love this under for Frankie in this game because I just talked about how I love the over in this one. So that means that Montas should have a pretty short day. And the Padres, they're one of the best early scoring teams in the MLB. They average 2.43 runs per game, which is just ranked outside the top 10. And I expect them to push that to 3+ here in this game against Montas. And I broke them down in the game pick section, but Frankie, he's ranked in the bottom 13% of the MLB when it comes to strikeout rate. Montas, he only strikes out an average of 16.1% of the batters he faces, and that comes out to an average of only 3.1 strikeouts per game. And that's mainly due to the fact that he gets lit up, and he only averages 4 1/3 innings pitched per start. And I kind of expect him to get lit up in this game too. Give me Frankie Montas to go under 4.5 strikeouts versus the Padres.
Yeah, I like that play there for you, Trey. For my play, I'm going opposite. Give me Paul Skenes over his total strikeouts going up against the Giants. I'm not sure what this number is going to be set up at. I'd be very surprised if we get it under 6.5 strikeouts because what we've seen from him over the first 2 starts. If you haven't seen this guy in action, you got to take a look at him. In 10 innings so far, he struck out 18 guys, and he struck out the first 7 batters in the last game going up against the Cubs on his way to 6 perfect innings, not allowing a hit in that game. He's strolling into this game with a sub-1 whip and a 2.70 ERA. And I've already explained that ERA is a little bit inflated because of the bullpen, how bad they were in his first game. This is a number 1 prospect at baseball. He throws his fastball at an average of 101 miles per hour with a split finger of an average of 95 miles per hour. He can take off nearly 15 miles per hour going from his fastball to his changeup. And the only pitch that teams have been able to hit this season has been the slider. The Giants, they strike out 7.86 times per game. That's actually pretty good in baseball, but not a lot of teams see the starting pitcher throw 101 miles per hour into the 6th inning. I think the gas is going to be too much here for the Giants, and we should see Paul Skenes pick up right where he left off against the Cubs the last time he pitched. Give me Paul Skenes here. Over his total strikeouts, probably going to be at 7.5 strikeouts as the play. Trey, let's go to the graphic. Have you start us off?
7.5 FanDuel plus 100.
Okay, cool. Right on the dot. All right.
And my game pick is going to be the over 9.5 total runs in the Padres versus Reds game. Should see a lot of runs. Waldron's versus Montas. Sign me up for that. Corey Seager over 1.5 total bases versus the Phillies. Pretty low number for a guy that's on a heater right now that could be an MVP type candidate. And also going with Frankie Montas under 4.5 strikeouts versus the Padres. He averages under this number going up against a team that does not strike out either.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Pirates here on the money line, but now it's going to be minus 1.5 with Paul Skenes on the mound. They're coming off a really disappointing loss today or yesterday, whenever you're watching this. They should rally back in this game, put a lot of runs on the board going up against the Giants' farm system pitching prospect. They give me Riley Greene here, over 1.5 bases. Kevin Gausman, 84.2% of the time he throws 2 pitches. Riley Greene's hitting those pitches 313 and 429. I love the odds in that one. Then give me Paul Skenes over 7.5 strikeouts at plus 100 going up against the Giants. This guy, all he does is strike out people and throws 100+ mile per hour fastball. So I love that play as well. Guys, that's going to do it for the MLB Picks and Props for Thursday, May 23rd slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching. Bowl. We also have 12,000 subs coming right around the bend. We're at 10,200. We're going to give away 2 tickets to anybody to any game they want. NBA, NFL, college basketball. It doesn't matter. We can wait until the new season for NFL. Any game you want to go, whenever we get to 12K, we're going to have that giveaway coming up as well. Leaderboard. We had multiple questions this morning about how to become a member for the YouTube channel. Let's do that really quick tutorial. You're going to go to youtube.com. You're going to go to Bears Profit Plays. You're going to search it in. You're going to hit our thing. There's a join button right just to the right of subscribe. You can click that. There's 2 options. You have the Bear Pack for $4.99. That gives you access to YouTube member plays. And then you have the Bear Pack Gold for $7.99 a month. That gives you access to our member plays on YouTube. And it gives you a 1-month membership to our website, bearsprofitplays.com. So if you get the Bear Pack Gold, you save yourself $2 a month, a little bit cheaper if you want to do that. But that is the tutorial for anybody that needed it. We had multiple questions today through email about how to do it, and it wasn't working. But if you want to know, there it is right there. Trey,